Hi everyone, this is Joe. Today I like to go over the Battlemace RPG classes and species that you can play. The classes and the species are the core foundations of your character. But first, I'd like to give you a quick explanation of the armor and shield levels we will be talking about. Each armor and shield level has 4 different types. You have none, which of course is nothing, light, medium, and heavy. These mean what kind of armor and what kind of shields they can equip. This also, in their character creation, we have the kind of weapons that the characters can equip. Your categories is going to be things like common, smash, which includes things like hammers, clubs. The point and cut is your swords, your axes, pole arms. The big boy category, things like your great club, great sword. Think just big weapons. Your specialty weapons and your range weapons. But before we start making a character and choosing our class, let's talk about the species. If your table likes to use the term what their race is instead, that is fine. That is your table. You play as your table sees fit. First species is your human. So, let me tell you, humans are the most numerous species in the world. All humans start off speaking common. Humans get a daylight vision, which is how we normally see during the daytime. Humans have a default 30-foot speed per action. Humans will get 1 extra feet at level 1. And humans also get a +1 bonus to any skill. Next, let's talk about the dwarf. Well, dwarfs are shorter than humans, usually coming up to around chest height, but a little more on the robust side. Dwarves are very distinct with their large beard and their bony noses. Dwarves all start off as speaking common and dwarven. Dwarves do get the daylight vision, but they also get low light vision. Dwarves get a 25-foot speed per action. Dwarves will get a +2 to their craft skills. Next, let's talk about the elf. Elves are a little taller than humans, probably about a head half taller. But they are skinnier. But elves are very distinct with their large ears and large eyes. This comes from their ancient ancestry. Elves they'll start speaking common, and their language is elf squeak. That squeaks very much like chirps. Think of elf as a bat. with their large ears and their eyes. Elves get a 30-foot speed per action. Elves do get daylight vision and echo vision. Echo vision is like a sonar with their clicks. Elves will get +2 to their listen skill. The halfling. The halflings are about half the size of a human. Halflings are distinct with their extreme fur, especially on the feet and the back of their hands. Halflings start off speaking common. Halflings get a 25-foot speed per action. Halflings get daylight vision. Halflings get +1 to diplomacy skill. And halflings get +1 to potion rolls. Last but not least, the Neanderthal. Well, Neanderthals are slightly shorter than humans. Between their chest and their chin. Just a little bit shorter. But with a wider body. Neanderthals are thick, are distinct with their large nose and flatter faces. Neanderthals start off speaking Common and Cyclopean, the language of the Cyclops. Neanderthals get a 25-foot speed per action. Neanderthals get daylight vision. Neanderthals get +1 to any 2 skills. That is the species. As in our normal Battlemace tradition, it is very short on the descriptions, allowing the players and the commissioner to expand if need be. And this Battlemace does not penalize you for choosing a certain species when you're trying to play a certain way. So, let's talk about classes, and we're going to go over the classes in the core rulebook only. First up, the warrior. The warrior hit dice is a D10. Warriors get 1 extra feat starting at level 1. Warriors are able to equip light, medium, and heavy shields. Warriors can also equip light, medium, and heavy armor. Warriors can use all the weapon categories they included in the core rulebook. Warriors also get an attack of opportunity. Attack of opportunity is when, let's say, an opponent moves out of their square. The warrior has a chance once a round to attack. Warriors start with a D4 skill in Intimidation and Ride, and a D6 in the Look skill. Next, the Barbarian. The Barbarian's hit dice is a D12. Barbarians are able to equip light and medium shields. Barbarians can equip light armor. They can use the weapon categories Smash, Point and Cut, Common, Pole Arms, Big Boy, and Range. Barbarians get the ability called Rage. Rage can be used for a limited times a day and gives damage bonus and damage reduction while raging. Rage is limited to 5 combat rounds per use. Barbarians also get the attack of opportunity. Barbarians start with a D4 skill in survival and jump, and a D6 in the intimidation skill. The barbarians come with a barbarian rage chart. I'll give you 2 examples. At level 1, when the barbarian goes into rage, they get +1 to their damage bonus. They get 1 point of damage reduction, and they can do this twice a day. And level 20, that is up to +4 damage bonus, 5 points of damage reduction, and they can do it 5 times a day. The rage scales at level 1, 5, 10, 15, and 20. Our next class, the monk. The monk's hit dice is a D10. Monks can equip light shields, and monks can wear light armor. Monks can use the weapon categories point and cut, common, range, and special. Monks get an enhanced unarmed strike and damage reduction. Monks start with the D4 skills in climb and swim, and a D6 in balance. Monks can use strength or dex for their unarmed strikes and for grappling. Monks will get a +5 foot speed bonus per action. Monks will get the attack of opportunity. Monks' unarmed strikes are lethal. Your normal unarmed strike is 1d4, and it's non-lethal. The monks at level 1, their unarmed strike is 1d6, and the monk also gets 2 points of damage reduction. And that scales at level 1 to level 7, level 13, and level 19. At level 19, the unarmed damage becomes 1d12, and damage reduction is 5. Our next class, the Crusader. The Crusader's hit dice is a D8. Crusaders are able to equip light, medium, and heavy armor. Crusaders can equip light, medium, and heavy shields. Crusaders can use the weapon categories smash, point and cut, common, pole arms, and range. Crusaders start with a D4 skill in religion and intimidation, and a D6 in diplomacy. Crusaders must follow a deity in order to get their spells. Crusaders also get attack of opportunity. So Crusaders is our first spellcasting class we have come into. Next class is the Ranger. The Ranger's hit dice is a D8. Rangers are able to equip light and medium shields. Rangers can equip light and medium armor. Rangers can use the weapon categories smash, point and cut, common, big boy, and range. Rangers start with a D4 in nature and search skill, and a D6 in survival. Rangers also get the attack of opportunity feat. Rangers are also a spellcasting class. Our next class, the Druid. The Druid hit dice is a D6. Druids can equip light and medium shields. Druids can equip light armor. Druids can use the weapon categories smash, point and cut, common, pole arm, big boy, range, and special. Sorry, cancel, not big boy. Druids start with a D4 skill in survival and medical, and a D6 in nature. Druids are another spellcasting class, and I'm going to apologize for reading the wrong description for a second there. Our next class, the Mage. The Mage hit dice is a D6. Mages are able to equip light shields. Mages can equip no armor. Mages can use weapon categories point and cut, range, and common. Mages start with D4 skills in search and memory, and a D6 in arcana. Mage, of course, is another spellcasting class. Our next class, the Priest. The Priest hit die is a D6. Priests can equip light shields. Priests are able to equip light armor. Priests can use weapons categories smash, common, range, and special. The priest starts with a D4 in performance and medical, and a D6 in religion. Priests must follow deity to gain their spells. Our next class, the Thief. Thieves hit dice is a D6. Thieves can equip light and medium shields. Thieves can equip light armor. Thieves can use the category smash, point and cut, common, range, and special. Thieves start with a D4 skill in stealth and deception, and a D6 in the dark deed skill. Thieves also get the backstab attack. The backstab attack gives +2 to hit and double the damage. The backstab attack can only occur when the thief is totally unnoticed by the target. The thief will also get an attack of opportunity. So that is all the classes in the core rulebook. A couple of things I want to go over. We will go over later in another video the skills, how the skills work. We also go over the weapons, and we will go over the spells because each spellcaster will have multiple different spells they can cast per day, per type. Some spellcasters can only cast a certain type of spell, or they may be able to cast at different levels than other classes. But as you see, we keep the descriptions short. There is no need for a long-winded explanation of classes or species. And real quick, I want to touch on the deities, because they are mentioned with the priest and the crusader. Now, any class can worship a deity, and the deities will give different kind of bonuses to all classes. But it is the priest and the crusader have to have a deity. And in a later video, we will cover the basic deities of the world. And I'll just tell you right now, the deities, they are very standoffish. They will give you a little bonus for following them, but don't expect them to swoop down and do things. They're very hands-off. Well, I appreciate you for watching this video. If you would, please like and subscribe, and I will bring another video to you very soon. Thank you so much.